give me a little background about yourself.
Man, I appreciate you. Well, my name's Kenny Lawler. Went to the University of California, Berkeley. From there, went on to play and was drafted by the Seattle Seahawks. From there, played 2 years, practice squad majority of the time. Then from there, received a call saying that we got the CFL here for you. So I was like, hey man, I don't know much about the CFL, but ended up going out and trying out for them, made the team, and from there really rejuvenated my career, made my name up there in Canada for the CFL. I play for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers now, and just a top player up there, just trying to be here in the UK and spreading the love.
Okay, I know I'm just going to touch on a little bit about what you spoke about earlier. You know, you're telling the youngsters about, you know, discipline and staying, you know, determined and so forth. But you had your little time at NFL, and you said you kind of messed up a little bit.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, you know, giving us a little bit of what happened.
Yeah, man. So during that time, I was in this thing called the program. And the program is basically a program for substance abuse. And the substance that I was supposedly abusing was marijuana. So me knowing that I'm in the NFL, I'm not supposed to be using marijuana. And I ended up getting popped. I ended up failing the drug test. Crazy part about it is we know when the drug test is going to be. We just don't know what day. We have a time frame. And I was undisciplined to be able to say, you know, hey, I need to put this down if I want to be able to maximize my opportunity here in the NFL. And I didn't. I ended up getting a drug test. I had 2 fails after that. From there, it was just like, you know what? I lost money. I need to put it down. But when I did, and I was doing great, I had a great off season, man. Put on the most pounds I had. I was going into camp, 220 pounds, the best shape of my life, stronger, faster than I ever been. Had a great camp. And I tore it up during the preseason, but you know, I just had that little stipulation in the back, and you know, I just wasn't getting my opportunities. From there, I ended up getting cut, and then when I got cut, I kind of got into a mental depression as far as you know, just feeling sorry for myself, saying that, you know, I'm in this program, but since I'm not employed by the NFL, they can't come and test me, and ended up smoking one time. And then I smoked the day after that. And then the day after that, the NFL drug testers came, knocked on my door. And from there, I was just like, what did I do to myself? So I didn't let them in.
Yeah.
From there, if you don't let them in, you don't get a test. If you don't provide them with a urine sample, it's an automatic fail. So 3 days after that, they continue to come day after day after day. So I just literally racked up 3 to 4 strikes right there to where I knew I wasn't coming back to the NFL, because a person like me, non-established, even though I was drafted, still not established, they're not going to take a chance with me having suspensions coming into a tryout, to a camp. So I knew I wasn't getting those opportunities, and so it was just like, man, go to the CFL, and I did it. I went to the CFL, killed it my years there, was able to get the NFL scouts back on my, you know, back on my team, and just looking at me and more. But then from there, 2021, man, I made a dumb decision. I ended up getting behind the wheel while I was intoxicated.
Oh, sugar.
Ended up was drinking, was out with my friends, and got behind the wheel, got behind the red light, and fell asleep, and the police came and got me. From there, that was a DUI. Ended up going to, you know, jail, had to do all that.
Yeah.
And by the grace of God, I was still able to keep my job, stay in Canada, and from there just continue to, you know, right my wrongs, but also continue to be a household name in the CFL. But that season, I ended up doing that and had a whole bunch of workouts up until that point kind of scheduled.
Yeah.
Those workouts went away.
Oh, okay.
They went away.
Okay.
And then I only had one workout, which was my team, the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
And man, Ended up still going to the workout, did good. But just because of
the stuff that's happened in your
stuff that
past,
happened before,
they didn't want to take the chance.
They didn't want to take a chance on me, and I understand the business and everything that I did at that time to, hinder my opportunity. But I was able to still, like I said, keep my job and continue doing what I'm doing in the CFL. So yeah, that's a little bit of my story.
So, basically what you're saying, if you keep on working hard, even though he did wrong, he was still able to come, to make a career of playing a game that he loves. So, if there's one thing, would you go back and change anything? Are you happy with the way everything turned out? It's supposed to happen that way, or
Man, for me, man, I was just actually talking to Pete last night, watching highlight films and all that. It was just like, man, as much as I wish I could go back, I wish I could, But now I have to live with the fact that I can't. We don't have a time machine, right? Yeah. And I'm a true firm believer that everything that I went to has made me the man that I am today. So I don't regret anything. If I could go back, I think we would all want to go back, you know what I mean? Have those little things that we could be able to change and do correctly. But at the end of the day, man, all the losses that I've received in my life, what I tell kids and what I live by is those losses aren't losses. Yeah, it has an L right there on the loss column for a learning experience.
No doubt.
We learn from every loss that we have, and from there, that's what I did with my majority of my life. Man, I've learned from everything, every mistake that I have. So for all the kids out there, man, that are thinking like, I don't have time. I wish I had more time. I wish I would have went back and did this better. I wish I would have did this better. You can't.
No.
But what you can do is learn from the mistakes and then add them into your daily routine, your life, how you want to move going forward. And that's the biggest thing, man. That's the biggest thing, to be able to learn from all your mistakes, your losses, and that's what's going to make you the person that you are. And that's what made me the person that I am to this moment.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you telling us that little story. You're still playing, correct?
Yes, sir. Still playing.
This is the big question.
Yes, sir.
How long do you think you got left?
Damn, bro. Damn. And really, I have until, they say I ain't got it no more. Because it was up to me, I'll play until I can. But realistically, man, the big question that you just asked, I really feel like I want to play 10 more years. I want to play till I'm 29 right now, I'll be 30 in this season. And I want to play till I'm 40. I want to break records. I want to be great. And the only way to be able to do that is consistency and longevity. And you're not going to be able to break records. You'll be able to break season records, right?
Yeah.
But to be able to be, a Ring of Honor, Hall of Fame, just greatness, legacy, you got to be able to have, the consistency and the longevity. And in the CFL, there's been great guys that have showcased that. And those are the guys I'm chasing. I want to be great. That's my mentality. We don't play this game to just, be average.
No doubt.
To be, subpar. We play this game to be the great. That's what I coach all these kids out here today to. If you're going to be coaching with me, I want to coach you to be able to reach the highest level. And the highest level is the NFL. I'm at the CFL, and I'm grateful for the CFL for giving me the second opportunity to have in my football career. But what I coach kids for, I coach them for the NFL, because at the end of the day, we need to be chasing and doing the things that are going to get us to be the greatest person that we can be, the greatest player that we can be. And it's not capping out at the European Football League, the CFL, it's reaching the top.
Yeah, of course. That's what you played for. You played to play at the highest level. You don't play to I'm just going to do this to play second best. You want to be at the highest level, and to us, the highest level is NFL. You had the opportunity. I had an opportunity of playing for NFL Europe. Would I go back and check? No, not at all. I'm down here just like you, trying to give the kids the right information, in order to go to that next level. My biggest thing is, I don't know about how it was for you, but I just asked you a question about, how long you got to play. You said 10 more years, and I'm trying to tell some of these guys, yeah, that's good, but then you got to think of life after football. It took me 8 years to find something remotely close to a family, because to me that's a family.
Yeah, it is.
And to walk away from that when it was time to retire, I wasn't expecting that. That's why I asked you that question. And I just want to put that, in these kids' mind. Be prepared. You could go out there, smash it, but it could be taken away quickly.
At any moment.
At any time.
Injury.
Exactly.
For
anything.
me, it could have been the DUI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing, man, is that the game is going to be done with some of us.
Before we are.
Before we are,
yeah.
man. And that's, the reality of it. Really, I remember being on the 99th percentile of not making it. And I tell kids that's where you're going to be, really, until you make it.
Yeah.
And to be able to make it, we got to put in that 1% each day, each workout, to be able to maximize our full potential. And if we're not doing that, we're disservicing ourselves. But really, man, to be able to really find passions outside of football, this game of football is a vehicle. And I tell the kids, as much as you put out in it, as much as you're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
So if you half it, you're going to only get half out of it. If you put a lot into this thing, you'll be able to go have different experiences.
You go to
play in different countries, man. And though it might not be the NFL, you still are trying to accomplish your dream of being a professional football player, and you did because you went to a professional league. It might not have been the NFL, but this right here is a vehicle that got you to go, for me, to Canada. And now right here, where are we?
UK.
We're in the UK, man. Playing football, coaching football. And that's what it's about. It's about spreading the love of the game, trying to get the next generation of footballers better. And, man, within that time, we're letting them know that, the game is going to be done with you at a certain time, whether you like it or not. But for me, like what I'm doing, I'm in the UK. I'm trying to be able to find a transition of different passion that is not playing football on the field, but a different passion for me is being able to coach. And right now, I'm coaching in the UK, and that's what it's about. Career in sport. I want to have a career not only on the field, but also off the field. But what is that going to look like? Right now, while I'm a CFL football player, I cannot be over here. I could be training, and I'm still training, getting it in. We always got to stay on top of our bodies. But it's about identifying those other passions. We've learned so much in this game of football: discipline, motivation, team structure, how to work with people. Just so many life skills and traits that we've learned through this game that we can easily apply in our daily life. And right now, through the game of football, I've met so many great people within UK, just through one mutual friend. But the game of football has really allowed me to come out here and teach these kids.
Right.
And at the end of the day, football is a vehicle. What you do with it is what you do with it. But I guarantee you, if you put everything that you can into it, it's going to open a lot of doors for you that just aren't football doors.
So you're saying when it's time to put them boots and hang them up, that's what you're going to be getting into is coaching.
Yeah, man. My dad was a coach for 40 years.
Okay.
And then that's just right. For me, it's the most fulfilling work. Being able to see these kids get better rep after rep, day after day, knowing that they're chasing something that I was chasing back when I was in the youth.
Yeah.
I want to be able to help them because that's more rewarding for me than any type of money, any touchdown, is being able to give back to the youth and show them, that they're able to reach their fullest potential. And they have someone that has been there, done it, willing to help them reach their fullest potential. So, man, that's what I want to do. I want to coach. If I could, I'd probably want to be coaching in the college rankings, the NFL rankings, where you can have the biggest payday. But the biggest payday is to see all these smiles, all these kids getting better day after day. And, man, that's going to be the life for me after football.
Okay. Well, I appreciate taking the time out to have this little interview with me. And I wish you all the best, bro. And I'm gonna keep in contact with you and see how you're getting on the CFL.
Oh, we definitely will, man. We gotta get another mid-season update and see how things is going.
No doubt. I'm gonna check in with you.
No, definitely. Hey, man. Big shout out to Ballaz In Da Middle, man.
Appreciate that.
Let's get it. Y'all doing great things here, man. Bringing awareness to the game here in the UK. And I'm just gonna bring this platform and try to be able to spread it all across the Northern America, all the way to the side. It's Ballaz In Da Middle for a reason, man.
Bless.
Get it.